We move fast and we have very little room for error. You better be on it no matter what.
National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing, or NASCAR, is one of the most watched sports in America. And Trimble is a proud sponsor of RFK Racing. We're here today to find out how data and technology help them cross the finish line. Hey, I'm Aaron.
I'm Andrew, nice to meet you.
I hear you're in charge of the shop?
Yep, welcome to RFK.
When we look at things like this, like the chassis, this is kind of like a blank slate. This is 100%, this is everything built off of this is what has to be then tagged, regulated, checked, all that stuff.
100%. It's roughly somewhere in the neighborhood of 5,000 parts that put this thing together. I have young boys at home and my sons, they love Legos, and that's the one thing that I can point to this, is it is a Lego. That's we put it together, everything's very modular.
There's actually like QR codes on every piece.
That's how I try to plan this out. It's where I'll have, 10,000 lines at the end of the year of every step of the process. That's a lot of madness and moving puzzles.
It's a lot of pieces to keep track of 5,000 pieces.
But I grew up racing cars. It's been a part of my life. It's like the only part of my life, pretty much. Came across the country to work in this stuff, and that's what's so cool about this car too, is it allowed guys like me to go and thrive in this type of environment. Whereas, I'm not an engineer, I'm not but with project management, it gave an actual, a purpose and efficiency for myself, for the industry as well. That's what this car has provided.
So there's hope out there for non-engineers and non-athletes.
There's always hope.
Pit crew, here I come. All right, so you mentioned that this is a pit stop car. Can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, so the pit stop cars, we have 2 of them. The pit crews use these every week to practice. We'll put it in exact same setup as what the car is at the racetrack because of repetition process. So if you practice something over and over and over and over again at 8.5 seconds, or you drive your car at 150 miles an hour, the initial time you drive that, you're going to feel that speed, but eventually you're going to become desensitized, and that speed is not going to be, you're not going to notice it. It's going to be just, I'm going fast.
Just what I do.
But this is what I do. I'm comfortable now. We have to provide them a tool to go and practice so they can hit those 8-second pit stops. Doesn't matter what we do in here. If they miss a lug nut down there or have a couple extra seconds on a stop, you've lost the race.
In addition to physical tests like the pit car, RFK uses all kinds of technology like simulation and reality capture to make sure they're ready for race day. They have this cool tent that uses laser scanners and projectors to visually display the different tolerances on different parts. They have 3D printers for printing parts and rapid prototyping. They even have this machine, X-ray, for looking inside parts. That's why my burrito's not warming up.
We have to use our tools and our processes and technology to be able to estimate where things are going to be and combine them, how this Lego is going to fit together for the best, most optimal state of a car. That's what's going to give our engineers the most to work with. That's what's going to give our drivers the most to race with. That's what pays at the end of the day. Failing is always okay as long as you do it virtually, because when it comes to Sunday, the buck stops there.
Andrew told me that part of optimizing the process is also optimizing the physical layout of the shop. Being the helpful partner that we are, we brought a Trimble X9 scanner to create a point cloud and 3D model of the space.
At the start, when we first looked at laying out the floor, I just taped off where things were going to go. Now I'm going to have a 3D scan of a floor plan. I'll be able to position something and be confident in my decision in seeing it visually of how it how it's going to represent itself with all, 4 sides of the wall rather than just looking down on a drawing. So I can step through something like I am a owner or a potential sponsor walking through the door and seeing, oh wow, this is a really nice spot. That's where these benefits of having tools such as a 3D floor plan scan model will help me in that.
We also scanned the RFK Museum next door. I got to check out some cool memorabilia and trophies. And even watch the point cloud as it got stitched together in real time. My favorite part, though, had to be the driving sim. I probably spent way too much time on this. But failing virtually, right? And of course, I couldn't leave without exiting through the gift shop. I love talking to Andrew because his enthusiasm about project management really came across.
I geek out about this stuff because it's like I get to come in every day and stare at a schedule. I love it.
Hey, I'm glad there's people like you in this world. That's all I can say. Is
everybody looks at me like, hey, I don't know how you do this all day. It's like,
it's like a job perk to be able to sit down on a Sunday and watch your car, your work fly around, and everybody wins or everybody struggles. Like, it's very obvious how things are going, right?
Yeah.
Like you literally have a standing on the wall of how our team's doing.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
we're looking at them back there.
That's very nice.
This is very top level, but that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our judge every week. It's where'd you finish? At the end of the day, where'd you finish?
Well, that concludes our time at RFK Racing. It was incredible to get to see how data and technology play a part in NASCAR. I had no idea. It was also amazing to get to be part of scanning their shop. I can't wait to see what they do next. We'll see you next time.